Ron, tell us why F&G recently completed a retirement survey. There's so many retirement surveys out there. Why does the world need another one?
Yeah, Greg, great question. So this is the third year that we've done the retirement reconsideration survey, and probably two primary reasons why we did it. One is we serve the senior population, both pre-retirees and retirees, and we want to know what they're thinking. Turning aspirations into reality is kind of our mission statement. Number two, give that information to the financial professionals that represent us in the market to help guide their practices in working with consumers.
If you were going to highlight something particularly interesting or surprising about your findings, what would they be?
I think the biggest one is that for the pre-retirees, more than double the amount of people this year are considering putting off retirement, primarily because of financial insecurity and not really knowing the types of decisions they need to be making now to protect themselves in the future. So the fact that you have double the amount of people who are delaying retirement has us concerned. Yeah.
What does retirement look like now compared to previous generations?
Yeah, I think about my mom and dad. You worked until you were a certain age, and then you didn't work anymore. It was kind of stop what you were doing and then now move into retirement. Today, people are looking for more fulfillment. I think, one of the stats that came out of this survey is that a third of the people are unretiring today because they don't feel like they're getting the purpose that they had in their lives or the stimulation that they used to get in being able to show up at work every day.
And what about Gen X? Because right now it's the boomers who are in retirement. Gen X, like myself, are next up. What should they be thinking about?
A couple of key things. First of all, half of them are not working with a financial professional, and half of them are wondering about whether they'll have enough money to survive in retirement. So I think the big thing is sit down with a financial professional and start to ask the right questions. The second thing is not just trying to deal with the amount of money I'm going to need in retirement, but are they thinking about what their retirement, the ideal state is for them, both on a financial and probably emotional level.
And then finally, on the flip side, how can financial advisors use the information from your survey maybe to generate new business or help their current stable of clients?
Yeah, it's a great question, Greg. I think the big thing is have a holistic conversation with your clients. Talk both about the financial, like what's that number that's going to get me and make me feel comfortable in retirement, but more importantly, talk about how you're going to feel when you get there. What are the things that are going to be important to you? And I think with some of the solutions, for example, that F&G has, we can solve for the guaranteed income to make sure they have what they need to hit that number. The question for the advisor, and they want to separate themselves, are they talking about the rest of the stuff that's important to the client?
All right, well, thanks for coming on and talking about it.
Yeah, my pleasure. Great to meet you, Greg.